could be like, I want to show that women can be equal to men, and we could step up to men and be, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Ruby is back in FBW wrestling. Want to be the new leader of the women's movement in FBW.
1, 2, 3, ring the bell!
The reason why I joined FBW is not because I'm dating Anthony. It's not because him and I are engaged. But it's because, I mean, it was more of like, I'm adventurous, and I'm also very pitiful to people. And he screwed FBW up, and we were limited of a lot of people. Well, it was just Anthony, Eric, Chris, and I. I was mainly just a camera person. I was recording, doing music, and so we had to find people. So what we did is that we tried like recruiting people by asking people if they wanted to join, but it was very unsuccessful. So I went by and I asked Anthony, and I was like, why can't I join? Mainly join to help out.
Go. One, two, three.
I was learning clotheslines, and during those clotheslines, I fell a lot. And no matter how good I supposedly did, and how they complimented and told me that I was good, that we could just stop doing it, I nonstop picked myself back up and said, let's try again. I need to get this perfect. He asked me if I wanted to wrestle, and it was very, very unplanned. So Chris came. I had to like do my entrance. I'm really, really bad at entrances. I am actually a very anxious person. I'm not really good at communicating. I'm very awkward. I remember feeling super awkward during my first match. It wasn't really of like wrestling. It was that I knew that I was going to be watched.
One, two, three. And your winner, Ruby.
So my return as Ruby coming into 2019, we didn't actually plan this until like the very last minute. I didn't wrestle for about a year from March when Colin left because I wasn't really needed. But once we started having like issues with Chris, me and Anthony started actually talking, and we decided a really good thing where like if anything happened to Chris and he'd leave because of his girl or whatever, I could come back. But the bad thing was that I had a whole bunch of medical issues. I was diagnosed with ovarian cyst, which caused me to be in so much pain, and I was actually on the verge of getting surgery, getting my ovaries removed. And then after that, from like very recently, I actually was diagnosed with costochondritis. I actually had an idea of, since I am a feminist, and I believe that like women should be equal, that we should do the feminist run, since it's now the craze of the wrestling world where females are becoming, you know, some of the top people alongside the men. You guys have heard, I am coming back to FBW. Now I have been enlightened to be the leader of the women's movement in FBW. And not in just FBW, but in the whole backyard wrestling community. Now women, they are very unequal to men. They get
unequal pay. They're not shown as strong and independent. While men are shown to do everything for the females. Well, I am here to take a stand and to show that men are not just going to be the only ones in wrestling. We women can wrestle too.
Me and Anthony actually did not decide about my return and of me winning the title until about 2 weeks before I was presented to FBW about coming back. During my one match where I actually win the title, Anthony actually hit me in the head. Okay, when I actually did a roll-up pin, he actually like freaking bonked me head with his freaking knee. So mad at him for that. And I remember I wasn't really like happy or upset, or I didn't really have no feelings about like getting the title. I was more of a get her done. All this like things, it doesn't really bother me if I win the title or if I don't in real life, but as a character, it means the world to me.
This marks a victory for the women's movement in FBW. Now, we can say that men and women are equal.
Though I really do not want to become heel, I do really actually enjoy it. Because I'm actually able to talk and actually say things that I was not able to say or do while I was face. So it's really put in broader outlook on me, but it does make me seem like a bad person when in reality it's not my actual views, but we do want to heighten it to make it where the storyline's better. But yeah, because Chris, decided to do all that and he was fired, it just put an opening for me and I took it.